Well, for 80 years, it's been a symbol of Istanbul's position as a bridge between East and West. But now the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has declared that the 6th century Hagia Sophia Museum will be reopened as a mosque. The iconic World Heritage Site was originally built as a cathedral in the Christian Byzantine Empire, but was converted after the Ottoman conquest of Constantinople in the 15th century. Cherished by both religions alike, the decision made by Turkey's highest court earlier to remove the site's museum status has sparked fury among Christian leaders in neighbouring Greece and Russia. Well, for more on this story, joining me now is Turkish journalist and commentator Michael Daventry. Michael, good to see you there. Well, this decision has been long sought after by conservatives in Turkey, well, and beyond, isn't it? So I imagine they must be celebrating now.
Well, yes, absolutely, they are celebrating. But the thing about today's decision is that it is not about Muslim prayer space. The Hagia Sophia is a vast area. In fact, historically, when it was built 1,500 years ago, it was the biggest enclosed space in the world, indoor space in the world. And it held that title for many centuries. It's a very impressive building. But today, if you just look across that neighborhood in the old part of Istanbul, you'll see the Blue Mosque, the Sultanahmet Mosque, as it's known in Turkish. And that's got a capacity for 10,000 Muslim worshippers. So this isn't about a sudden need in a very touristic part of Istanbul for more prayer space. What it really is a domestic political decision by President Erdogan to satisfy the increasingly fragile coalition of conservative, religious and nationalist voters that he's got, but he is losing the support of.
Indeed. Well, we saw that in the elections for Istanbul mayor, how much damage that he took then. But did he really need to do this right now?
It is a very good distraction, I suppose, from some of the difficulties that Turkey is going through. And one of those difficulties isn't the coronavirus crisis, which by and large Turkey seems to be handling rather well. The economy, on the other hand, was in trouble well before the coronavirus crisis struck. The Turkish lira is losing massive amounts of value against the dollar and against foreign currencies, and foreign investors are becoming increasingly concerned about the prospects of their investments in Turkey. And in that climate, ordinary Turkish people are beginning to suffer. They're beginning to feel the pinch. So to suddenly turn this grand building in Istanbul, as the president is going to be doing personally later this evening, is a very big gesture from him. But the concern really will be about the future of the building itself, because any of your viewers who have been will have seen that there are Muslim medallions that hang on the inside of this building, but there are also frescoes and mosaics of Jesus and Mary and other Christian iconography that's been going on. 600 years ago, when Mehmet II invaded Istanbul and turned the city and this building into a Muslim building, he covered it up with white plaster, a lot of this Christian iconography. There's concern now about how there's going to be Muslim worship in a building where there is so much Christian iconography. Are they going to cover them up with curtains, or are they going to cover them up with plaster again? That's going to be the real concern about what is Turkey's biggest tourist attraction.
Okay. Michael, just before we let you go, I suppose the $6 million question I want to ask you is that, will this actually work? Will he win back popular support because of this act?
That's a very difficult question to answer. And the answer is that it isn't clear at all. There isn't popular demand in Turkey to convert the Hagia Sophia into a mosque. There is popular demand for economic reforms to improve the lot of ordinary Turks so that they have better employment prospects and better education prospects. It does feel like a political gamble and a political stunt, really. The graphics are going to look good. Whether it works out for him, though, I'm afraid only time will tell.
Turkish journalist and commentator Michael Daventry, thanks for joining us there from London.